Alright, my sweet little artists, we're going to talk a little bit more about your landscapes. Hopefully last time you were with me, you were able to completely fill in your masterpiece artwork with all of those fabulous colors. And now we're going to add some oil crayon or oil pastel on top. Now, I have a brand new set of 50 colors on here, so when you are looking and you say, oh man, that's so pretty, at the end of class, yours is going to be just as pretty because you're going to put them back nicely snuggled inside of their little container. I do not want to see you throwing them in there like little footballs. Treat them so sweet because they are so sweet sleeping in this little box right here. You and probably a couple of other people will be sharing. Please remember what box you got yours from, what box it goes back into, so we don't have to worry about it at the end of class when it's time for cleanup. Now, what are we drawing today, you might ask yourself? Well, when I'm looking at Lisa Congdon's art, I see that she has trees all over the place. These little trees are sort of lines with diagonal lines coming off. I know in my art teacher in heart that I'm going to have a few of those. And in some places of her picture, she has what looks like little plants or like farm, agriculture going on. She's got some white plants on the green background, some blue on the yellow. And in some places, it might even look like water. She's got these little white specks and dots. On her houses, she has those filled in with little details and lines and patterns everywhere. Now, yours does not have to look exactly like mine. Yours does not have to look exactly like Lisa Congdon's because we want to be unique in the way that we think about our art. So if you have an idea that is not on my paper or on my phone right here that I'm looking at, that is 100% fine. I want your creativity to come out today. I think I'm going to take a few moments. I'll let you watch me while I begin. Then I'll pause my video and I'll let you get back to yours. Now, one thing I do notice about her art is that she doesn't change colors a whole lot when she's working in a space. Here she has some blue trees. Yes, I know trees are not blue, but I think I'm going to draw some purple trees. I think I might start here. When she does a tree, she's got a nice vertical line. I'm going to draw quite a few little vertical lines in here. And it is tricky drawing with oil crayon because of course you cannot erase it. But if you make a mistake, don't panic. Think calmly and slowly about turning that into something amazing. If you can't think of anything, ask a neighbor. Oftentimes, your neighbor has a different imagination than you do, and they might be able to help you. Or, of course, Ms. Groovy Groover can help you out as well. In fact, one of my favorite things about art is thinking of ways to fix things when we don't like them. I'm going to trade over colors, go into a different space, and I'm going to do some little plants. I noticed that her plants are just sort of little V's and little W's that kind of look like they're growing in a field. Okay, you kind of get the idea. We're just filling in these little gaps and filling in the spaces. I don't like how that one came out, and we'll do another one there. So take your time, think it through, be proud of what you have made by the end of class. Enjoy. I'm going to pause my video. In like a flashy little moment, you're going to see a finished work of art of mine. All right, now that's what I call some detail. I love relaxing and drawing. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is adding any outlining that you want into your picture. But first of all, I want to check this out. I imagined that all like the blue sections of my paper were water, and I forgot this little guy over here. Let me add some little water lines. It kind of tells more of a story about my picture now. The water on the left is a little sea. I have some tiny little sailboats in it. I'm imagining waterfalls coming down my picture. I've got a little pond where the water has settled. I've got a little aqueduct. That's what they call it when they dig areas for water for farmlands. And sorry, I had to pause the video. Somebody just walked into my classroom and I didn't want them to think I was just sitting here talking to myself. So each little area has its own thing going on. I've got water kind of streaming throughout the picture. But the thing that is just killing me about this picture is the lack of outline on some of these areas. Some places where my paint wasn't so smooth on the in-between areas, but especially where I can still see some little pencil lines on my house, that is the excellent time to outline, to make sure that those pieces, you don't want to lose them in the overall design. And I always outline last. Now, of course, you don't have to outline in black. You could do a different color. But you're going to see how much more, whoops, I just made a mistake. I'm going to make it part of my design. You can see how much more it becomes part of a final picture. Instead of just kind of sitting there like unpainted paper. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. Relax, get into the design of it, and actually be creative. Think of something different than I thought of. And I'm going to outline just a few more things while you create yours. And it might take us more than one class to finish these because they're going to be so pretty. Don't forget that above your horizon line in the back, you could add some designs coming up.